Thank you. Let's see here. So back to that lifetime with Elizabeth in a room or in a classroom. Is that why he was told to love his inner child? Because he's kind of created that barrier where he's like the child in the corner. Would that help him to heal that self-sabotaging?
Yes, it will.
Okay. Will we be able to start helping him heal that today?
Yes.
Wonderful, wonderful. Is there anything else you would like to share before we start his body scan?
Let go of your bad habits.
One of the easiest way to let go of a bad habit is it just to take your focus off that habit and shift it to a better, more high vibrational habit or another activity? Is it just to shift your focus?
The shift of the focus is the best way to do it.
Mm-hmm. Any advice you want to give about specific habits he may have?
Photography, the type of photography he was doing in Hollywood brought on negative karma for him because he was caught up in lingerie photography, and that's but the isn't the negativity of there was there's a negative aspect to that type of photography if you don't have the right type of mind. And the best way I can describe for him, he's over a very sexual being, but the fuel behind his sexuality can sometimes be more in the lust aspect of love. I mean, the lustfulness instead of the lovingness. The lust sometimes transcends the love he has for women, and that can get him caught up, and it has gotten him caught up. Once he
Mm-hmm.
transmutes that lustfulness to true and pure love, he will be able to elevate in a more prosperous relationship with women.
Mm-hmm. Our energy or our intent when interacting with each other, whether it be photography, pornography, relationships, that energy, if we were to simply shift it from one of degradation, um, overpowering, controlling, demeaning, to a energy of appreciation, acceptance, oneness, would that totally shift the same act into a higher vibration?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Can you expand on that for us?
A lot of the love, a lot of the way people their perception toward sexuality has been warped to the point where a lot of people don't have healthy sexual relationships because of outside influences that are purposely making it perverting a very pure and natural way of humans connecting with one another. It's been perverted to the point where relationships are constantly falling apart. Infidelity is hard to achieve when people are constantly looking for the next conquest, or they're just not stabilized, being influenced by social media, TV, so-called reality shows. All this stuff has warped a lot of people's perceptions toward the pure and natural mechanism of a man and woman joined together as one and making healing oneself, healing each other through the act of the through the act of sexual relationships. A lot of stuff, pornography, a lot of the stuff has really messed up how people generally look and view sex. And in order for us to get over, to transmute that negativity of the lustful aspect of the degradation, we must look at the higher way of loving one another through true love. Only true love can conquer all that negative, the negative aspect that has been bombarded, bombarding our mind, body, souls, and spirit to the point to where women don't know which way is going up and down. Men don't know which way is up and down. It is constantly chasing a high because of the negativity that's been put into us by way of social media in general, just TV, media has influenced us, and people are not even aware of how the media has influenced our minds to the point to where we don't see the pure aspect of love. So we can concentrate on the pureness and get a true understanding of what love between two souls was meant to be. Then we can overcome that negativity that's been put on us and bombarded upon our minds, bodies, souls, and spirit. The only way we can do that is to focus on the higher healing aspect of love, which was the original way. You got to go back to the beginning sometimes to really understand how this all transpired to what it is today, and then take the pure essence of love and sexuality and use that as opposed to the negative stuff they're pushing on us now throughout the media and whatnot. The only way we can, to answer your question, is we have to focus on the positive aspect. And a lot of this is not being shown in the media. All they show you is the chasing the women, chasing the men. But without no true love, without no true healing, a lot of unhealed souls are joining together and having children and multiplying the negativity out there because they're not teaching the children the right way, and so on and so forth, and it just keeps going on generation after generation. We got the fiasco that we got now. We got the big mess that we have now, and people have no understanding of what true love between two souls is about anymore. That's why everything is so messed up. So we can focus on the true love, the true healing of love between two souls, then we can eradicate the negativity that's been perpetrated upon us.
And the first step is learning how to love yourself. Learning how to love ourselves is a concept that is purposely withheld from the culture. Is that correct?
Correct.
Now, this can be like a wide and long conversation, but one thing I do want to ask, as far as the energy and our intentions, like as far as the separation between men and women, when our men view the woman that they are choosing to have sex with, whether they know them, I guess you could say personally or intimately or not, when they are having these negative ideas or concepts or degrading her or calling her names or looking at her as a hoe or a slut, aren't these same energies reflected back on him because he's the one engaging with this woman that he's viewing this way?
Absolutely. That is absolutely correct. It's a mirror reflection of what you're thinking and perpetrate and projecting out there.
So he, in essence, is really degrading himself.
Absolutely. He's degrading himself by even looking at you're looking at the person you're attracted to, but you're looking at them in a negative way. That's a mirror reflection of what you got inside of you. You attract that, you're attracting, you're putting that negative vibe out there, and it's coming back on you because you're a mirror reflection of the person you're degrading. There's something in you that's not whole. There's something about yourself you don't love.
Absolutely, absolutely. As a child, even before I became a teenager, I could not understand why the culture and our parents buy into this teaching the males basically to be conquerors and mess with whoever they want to, and then teaching the females they need to be pure, whole, and stay to themselves. And if they interact with the man, then they're no longer pure, and it's like unsustainable in the culture. Do you have an opinion or an advice on that? Like, how can we heal that? Because that's totally out of balance.
Balance is the key with the male energy and the female energy. That is the balance. It's a balance in that. No, all men shouldn't be out there conquering all the women in the world. No women. I think the opinion I can give is that you have to have balance. A woman should be able to do what a man does, but a woman can't do what a man does, and only in their proper perspective, a woman should be able to allow to be able to do what she wants to do with her body, and a man likewise, but only in pure love, not confining one person, not confining the man to this, not confining the woman to that, but one should be able to express their love in a healing and loving way as opposed to a negative way, just as as an unhealed person going after different people and sleeping with other people. I don't believe in that. I believe that the man and the woman should be balanced, should be both equally balanced and able to pursue or be with who they want in righteousness. And there's a difference.
Mhm.
People don't understand the way things are laid down now. You got the woman has to do this, the man has to do that, but that has not always been the case throughout history, and people need to understand how this came about. And to make the go straight to the point, there shouldn't be one side. It's not love. It's the yin, the man masculine energy, and the woman energy. It's the yin and yang. It's positive and negative, but it's balanced. Everyone has their role. No one person should be not allowed to do this. One person should not be allowed to do that. It's a balance. So you can't just say the man can do this and the woman can't, and vice versa. It's all about balance, and a happy, harmonious balance is what is needed to have a very productive relationship with whoever you're with. It's all about
Mhm.
healing and love. That's what it's all about.
Mhm. Mhm. Our our unbalanced nature, our unhealed state. Does this benefit anyone? And if so, who does this benefit?
Dark energy. They feed off of us being unbalanced. They don't want the dynamic, the masculine male dynamic. They don't want that. They want to transmute that to a negative aspect. They want to transmute it to something negative as opposed to being positive.
Mm-hmm.
So they're the only ones that can feed off of that. That's like filet mignon for them. When they see us out of balance, when the male-female dynamic is out of balance, that is like a big meal for them, a big meal. They can suck the life out of that meal because that's what they're in harmony. The lower negativity are in harmony with these types of atrocities. So as long as once a man and a woman are strongly devoted to a loving and harmonious healing relationship, they have no power whatsoever and they just dissipate. But once they see the imbalances there and uncertainty between the male and female dynamic, that's when they can go in for the kill and feed off the negative energy that's exemplified as an end result of that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And this is why our twin flame and divine unions are so important, to heal ourselves, to come into these high density, loving, healed relationships. And I should
Absolutely.
say high density, but you know what I mean, high vibrational.
Yes, high vibrational, yes.
Mm-hmm. Now, Leslie, is he a twin flame or does he have a divine union that he agreed upon before incarnating?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
His twin flame was his ex-wife, but the woman he's with now is a divine woman he can absolutely build with.
Mm-hmm. Now, what happened with his ex-wife? Was this because he was unaware or did not know that healing needed to take place, like within oneself, or these relationships do not stay together? Like, can you expand on that?
He and his ex-wife both needed severe healing. They had both lost their parents at approximately the same time, and they both came into each other's life at a very pivotal, a very important time in their life. And the relationship was rocky, but it actually healed them off. It actually healed them both in the long run. And they have finished that chapter of their relationship and moved on to the next one. They did what they needed to do to transmute and heal. Leslie had a lot of healing in that relationship because he had lost a lot of people, and at that time he was really out there. He was just lost. And so was Lisa, his ex-wife. She was really out there, and they found each other at a perfect opportune time. They built each other up. It got rocky and they eventually separated, but they did the necessary work they needed to do in that relationship.
Beautiful, beautiful. Thank you for explaining that. And his girlfriend, his divine partner, can you verify her origin?
Vega, the Pleiades. She has known him in many lifetimes.
Mm-hmm. Is she a soulmate and of his soul group?
She's definitely a soulmate. Definitely a soulmate.